Ontario Pension Plan, Doug Ford guarantees Ontario Pension Plan relief for Algoma Steelworkers. Ontario Pension Plan, Algoma Steel. Ontario's Premier Doug Ford is promising his assistance for Ontario steelworkers as well as their pension plans following the United States federal government's 25% tariff on Canadian steel. In news recently to Algoma Steel Incorporated staff members in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Ford claimed the provincial government would assist in passing revisions under the Ontario Pension Benefits Act, RSO 1990, c. p.8, along with insurance coverage from the Pension Benefits Guarantee Fund, subject to particular conditions. Premier Ford didn't provide any additional information on what specifically the assistance might be. However, he stated that negotiations are happening and extra info regarding just how Ontario is sustaining Algoma will certainly be introduced as quickly as possible. Ontario Pension Plan, United Steelworkers. At the same time, the United Steelworkers Union is prompting the federal government to enact regulations that would safeguard pension plans as well as benefits in situations of company bankruptcy, reorganization or liquidation. Union participants will be meeting legislators to review regulations focused on changing the Companies Creditors Arrangement Act, RSC, 1985, c. C36, CCAA, and the Bankruptcy and Insolvency Act, RSC, 1985, c. B3, BIA. Ontario Pension Plan, proposed federal legislation to date. We previously described the efforts of Scott Duvall, MP for Hamilton Mountain, Marilyn Gill, MP for Manicouagan and Senator Art Eggleton. Toronto Business Bankruptcy Protection, NBP wants federal insolvency laws changed so there is pension plan security when financially troubled businesses fail. Posted on September 27, 2017. Sears Canada is closing, the #1 reason you have to run and not just walk to redeem your gift cards and credits. Posted on October 18, 2017. Sears Canada closing, politicians want new laws to protect pensioners due to Sears Canada closing. Posted on November 1, 2017. Sears Canada defined benefit pension plan shortfall, MP Scott Duvall comes through on his promise in Canadian Parliament. Posted on November 8, 2017. Corporate Bankruptcies Canada, Senator Eggleton proposes new Pension Fund Canada law. Posted on October 22, 2018. Ontario Pension Plan, Canadian Association of Retired Persons. The Canadian Association of Retired Persons, CARP, is calling out the federal government, claiming it's unreasonable that Sears Canada could pay out millions of dollars in shareholder dividends, a large portion of which went to the U.S. At the same time, the pension plans of Sears Holding Corporation's American staff members will be safeguarded by the U.S.'s Pension Benefit Guarantee Corporation while Canadian workers will certainly see benefits cuts. It's time for the government to take decisive action to protect Canadian pensioners, said Wanda Morris, Chief Advocacy and Engagement Officer at the CARP, in a press release. Ontario Pension Plan, Private Members Bill C-405. On October 17, 2018, Bill C-405 was presented by Conservative Aaron O'Toole, MP for Durham. It is called an Act to amend the Pension Benefits Standards Act, 1985 and the Companies Creditors Arrangement Act. The proposal is to change the Pension Benefits Standards Act, 1985, RSC, 1985, circa 32, second sup, setting out what ought to take place if a business is under liquidation with the CISA or Part 3 of the BIA. His proposed changes lay out what should happen if a company is under liquidation through the CISA or BIA. It proposes to allow, pending the permission of participants and beneficiaries, to transform the framework of the plan and remove the pension's assets to one more plans. This would probably be a necessary part of any global overhaul of pension plans, but it doesn't do anything to safeguard the pensions or give the plan members and beneficiaries greater priority in the event of a restructuring, liquidation or bankruptcy of the employer company. Ontario Pension Plan, has a life event thrown you a curveball? Life has a way of throwing curveballs sometimes to good people. Illness, addiction, divorce, family death, job loss, are but a few. Any can create unbearable financial pressures. The Ira Smith team has generations and decades of experience in dealing with people or their companies fighting the pain, stress and suffering that comes with financial problems and too much debt. Our method for each and every person is to develop an outcome where starting over, starting now occurs. This begins the minute you come through our door. You're just one call far from taking the essential actions to return to leading a healthy and balanced life, moving forward pain-free. Call us today for your cost-free consultation.